Hey guys, it's Duckies and we are one day away from Throne and Liberty global launch. I have been playing the early access for the past 5 days and I wanted to share my thoughts with you from a perspective of someone completely new to the game. I'm sure you have seen a lot of tutorials, opinions, Twitch streams of people that have been playing the game for almost a year now in Korea, and they know everything about it and they have a very strong idea of how the game should be played. But I bet most of you have not played the game at all and would like an honest opinion of is it actually a good game and is it fun for a new player. First of all, graphics. This is definitely the best looking MMO out there at the moment. Yes, we have New World, but with New World the graphics are good, but they have a very set realistic style that just won't work with everyone unless you are into the very realistic looking games without any fancy or fun ideas. There's also Lost Ark, which looks beautiful, but due to the first perspective and the view from above, you cannot actually appreciate the game this much and you cannot actually adjust the camera angles or anything like that. So this leaves basically Throne and Liberty without any competition when it comes to the graphic department. Most of the MMOs that currently people play are from either 2014-ish, like Guild Wars or Final Fantasy, Elder Scrolls, right? Or even older, like WoW, which is like 50 years or something, like, I don't know, it's ancient at this point, and the graphics there resemble mostly Amiga or something else. So we begin the game, and the question is, what do? We start leveling it up, right? And with the most MMOs recently that released, this process is very rapid. You can go from level 1 to level max in about 1 day, and that leaves you a little confused when you're a new player, right? Throne and Liberty does it a little differently. You level up slowly, of course, yes, you can rush to level 50 in probably 7 hours or something, if you know how to, but the game guides you very well through all of the new mechanics that it introduces, new concepts, how to do fishing, how to do cooking, how does your skill work, how to upgrade the skills, how to upgrade the weapons, things like this. You learn them during the quest line. So basically everything that you need to learn will be explained by the game when the time comes for it and not straight away everything at once. And it actually takes a decent fair of time. For me, it took about 5 days of chill gaming to reach the max level and to understand everything that's going on. And I still don't think I got the entire thing. So another thing I wanted to talk about is the story, which is actually very pleasant. Like, it's not like you are the world savior straight away. Yes, they give you a good reason why are you stronger than most of the people currently in the world, right? But at the same time, you start slow. You start helping people here with some quests, you help some girl that is in distress, right? You help people that are lost in the forest, you do minor stuff, and then you move to like play orcs, you gradually move up until you finally reach the main quest line, but I won't spoil too much. But the gradation is nice. You don't feel like you're super overpowered straight away and you need to save the world immediately right now, as it is in basically Lost Ark or recently released Tarisland. But you move up to this point. You start to understand the world. You start to understand the characters. You start to understand the dynamic and what is actually the problem and how should you solve it, right? So the quest line, I would say, and the storyline is done well. And the gradation is proper, I would say. And also the length is not too much, right? You can probably finish the entire questline in about. Next up, as you level up, you're gonna get access to more powerful skills, right? And this happens all the way from level 1 to level 50. You're gonna be unlocking new stuff, more powerful stuff, and different stuff. And each skill is also modifiable, right? So you can customize it any to your liking. You have a fireball, for example. It's very powerful, makes you unmovable. But what about if you upgrade it a little bit and then you can move? So basically all of these mechanics and all of these skills, they happen gradually. You're not blown all the way with all of the skills at once. And this is nice. It's a nice feeling. There's enough skills in the game to keep you occupied, I would say. Each weapon has about 12 or 14 skills. I don't really know. There's passive skills as well. You can have 2 weapons at once. You can use up to 12 skills at any given point of time. There is a lot of mixing, maxing, you can combine them as well. There's a lot of stuff to choose from. You won't get bored. There's a lot of possibilities. And you can basically customize the experience to any way you would like it. And the skills actually feel impactful. It's not like they're just 90% just deal pure DPS. Most of them have some specific features that either can be combined with other skills or you can use them properly if situation is well set up. So now moving on to dungeons. Early game dungeons, and this is something that the game actually does pretty well. At level 20, 30 and 40 you get like introductory dungeons, which are fairly easy to do with even random people. Each of the bosses has like one mechanic that you have to learn and then do, which is not too overwhelming for new players, but this is a nice introduction for everyone to what the later game content will be like, because in the end you have 6 dungeons, I believe, at the moment, and all of them are maybe not the most complex as I have seen in an MMO, but they are a good start, and I'm hoping that every other dungeon will be just adding to the complexity of the already existing ones. But I would say this is a very good start, solid start. There is stuff to learn, there is challenging stuff to take place in, and there is something to, well, enjoy with your guild or friends or whoever you'll be playing game with. Overall, bosses are designed nice, they look nice, they feel fresh, they have special attacks that match their characteristics, and the mechanics are not just plain boring. It's not just move left or move right, but you actually have to do weird things like transform into a sheep, or I don't know, pull a bucket to cool down the raging boss, things like this. It's actually entertaining. Also, so you've reached level 50, and is the game over now? No, it's not. It's not. This is the max level, but then you have plenty of stuff to do, and this is a huge plus for MMO that has just released, at least in the West, right? In the Korea, it's been for a while. So there is all sorts of events, collectibles, quest lines, leveling up gear, leveling up skills, leveling up passive skills, learning dungeons, and maybe grinding PvP or grinding PvE or grinding open world dungeons. There's a lot of things that you can do to have fun, to keep engaged, to basically have something to do every day with your guild, with your friends, alone, however you like it, but the game will not get bored very quickly. Yes, if you grind it 10 hours per day, you might run out of content relatively soon, but if you're someone like me that casually plays 1, 2, 3, up to 8 hours every day, then there will be plenty of content for you for months to come, and I'm pretty sure they will be adding more content every couple of months, if not even faster. And the thing I believe I like the most about the game is that it is one of the few MMOs that actually launched recently that is really guild focused and team play focused. Yes, it provides a very good experience for a single player as well, but if you really want to get the most out of the game, you should join the guild, you should actually participate, you should interact with them, you should engage in guild activities like guild raids, guild missions. There's also guild PvP. People organize themselves, they conquest various things around the world. It's just overall fun experience. There's multiple things that you can do with other people. They're both PvE and PvP related. So if you do enjoy actually the anxiety of fighting other people, no worries, you can do that. If you do enjoy the anxiety of fighting bosses, you can do that. If you don't enjoy anxiety at all, you can have guild fishing events, no problem, and still have fun with other people and actually enjoy the game. And the game encourages it. Like all the menus, all of the mechanics that are there, they just encourage managing the guild and being part of the guild, and even having alliances or feuds with other players or other guilds, which is very different to most MMOs that we have received recently that are basically open world RPG games where you can interact with other people, but it's not really necessary to have fun. So yeah, these are the key takeaways from a couple of days of me playing the early access. I'm very excited about the game. I gave it a fair go, I gave it a fair try, and I think the game rewards you for playing it. And I think this is an MMO that we have been waiting for quite a while now. So I would highly encourage you to give it a go. The game goes free tomorrow. All you have to do is just download it and basically start playing. From a perspective of a new player like me that had zero previous experience, I would say the game guides you pretty well throughout its systems and complexities, but at the same time gives a proper amount of relaxation and enjoyment along the way. So yeah, so far I'm really excited. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. And yeah, let me know in the comments, like, what class are you gonna be playing? Personally, I'm a staff and bow enjoyer. You know, I don't like to get dirty, I like to be far away. It's a fun gameplay. See you tomorrow on Throne and Liberty.